within that year period of time, we had our first customer win. And it was a big, significant customer win that has since been, not only sold, contracted, but implemented, and the customers, delighted with our service. I'm Troy Knuckles. I'm the president and CEO of CCI Systems. I've been with the company for going on 2 years now, and I've been the president and CEO now for right around 6 months. So I've had the opportunity to work with Journey Consulting for a long period of time now since I've been with CCI, and it's been a great experience. We use Journey Consulting really exclusively for what we refer to as our go-to-market planning. And we were in the process, and still are, of making some fairly significant strategic shifts inside the company and how we want to go to market. And so there was some significant planning necessary in a number of different areas. And the main reason that we brought Journey Consulting in, or made the decision to bring outside help in, is really, one, to accelerate the planning process and get to the results sooner rather than later. And two, we knew we probably didn't have the expertise inside the company to do the job that was really required here to get the results that we were looking for. So we hired Journey Consulting for 2 different go-to-market engagements. One was to help us with the evolution within our primary market, and we needed to evolve our go-to-market strategy within that business segment. And then the second one was a completely separate business unit that we have inside of CCI Systems, and we needed to create really a go-to-market strategy for our managed IT provider business. So on the first engagement, it was really centered around the need for customer and revenue diversification. And so in order to accomplish that as the primary objective, we knew we needed a really good, solid, structured go-to-market plan that we could put into place and execute on in order to get the kind of results that we needed to in those diversification areas. And then, secondly, we had a business unit that was, I'll use the word fledgling and probably a little behind, so not producing the results currently that we needed. And so we really needed to overhaul our go-to-market plan for that business unit and get that into a position where we could start driving, more significantly better results. I would say I'm in a unique position to be able to answer that question because we did 2 of them, right? And so I would say is, first of all, very structured. There's a structured approach that Journey Consulting took us through in order to achieve the outcomes that we wanted. There's, the utilization of a process and templated material that put us in the position to, at the end of it, have a plan that is very well structured that we can go continue to follow up on and execute. And the other thing I'll also say is a part of the process that we procured from Journey Consulting wasn't just a one-time effort, right? It was over the course of, frankly, a year, with follow-ups and making sure that we were being held accountable and staying on track and continuing to evolve our go-to-market plan. So we like that component of it as well. Well, I think our team learned, one, how to develop and execute against a go-to-market plan. I think another thing that we learned is that staying focused on the plan and not getting distracted and going outside of what our plan called for was also something that was really important. Especially in one of the business units that we did the planning for, there was a tendency to be very distracted and work on a whole bunch of different things. And so the learning around, staying focused was very beneficial for us. Happy to say we're actually getting results from them, right? One business unit that we put a all new go-to-market plan in place. Let's just call it developing a new service offering from scratch, soup to nuts, the whole 9 yards, bringing it to market, really having a good solid plan around how we were going to bring it to market, how we were going to market that service offering, who we were going to go after. And within that year period of time, this was probably 8 or 9 months into that, again, starting from scratch, we had our first customer win. And it was a big, significant customer win that has since been, not only sold, contracted, but implemented, and the customers, delighted with our service. As good outcomes you could ask for. Through hiring Journey Consulting and going through this process, we definitely accomplished the objectives that we set out to accomplish in both of the engagements with Journey Consulting. So we were really happy with the effort and the outcome. I would say this, that one, it's so critical for the business, and you really are not going to be able to succeed without it, especially if there's a change needed in the organization. Secondly, the way that Journey Consulting approaches it was, I would say, very cost effective, not overly time consuming. It was kind of just perfect in terms of the amount of time that we invested in it, which is always a concern inside the organization. And three, really drove good solid results that we're still following the plan today.